Hello viewers, welcome to the Proven Trading Setups. Myself Brijesh Bhatia. In this video series, we have discussed various technical aspects of Wyckoff theory, accumulation and distribution, RSI, ADX, stochastics, riding onto the big trends. But in this video, I'll be show you one way or the most reliable way to identify the big trends. And this theory you have seen in most of my videos. If you go to our archive of videos in Equity Master YouTube channel, this theory I have been discussing for quite long, and I'll share on what is this theory all about. First, look at the how the Nifty has performed and how the sector has rotated from last 2002 to 2021. It all started with banks and ITs between 2003 to right from 2008 ahead of fall. Banking and IT were the backbone of the rally for nearly 5 6 years. Then the downtrend happened. Banking and in the V-shaped recovery post the 2008-9 fall, bank and IT again came back very strongly. But the phase since 2010-11, IT and banking slightly lost their momentum. I would say that they started underperforming, and pharma and auto started one of the biggest rally. And those who are there in markets 14 15, they know that pharma was one of the uh, defensive sector at that point of time, and it started outperforming, beating the banking space and IT space, which was one of the key. I would say the sector which has gained in the 2000 to 2010 decade. And that is most important when to change the sector, when to change your money right from one sector to another sector. Then again auto started slightly losing momentum. IT and banking came back again in 2016 to 2018. Again they lost their momentum. Back in 2020 fall ahead of the post covid fall, we say pharma and IT again gained the recovery. And as it's the basic logic that countries in the and global there is a pandemic issue, so pharma will play out very strong. Work from home culture came back very strongly, so IT would be the no brainer when it comes to the outperforming sector. 2021, we all know that pharma and IT started slight lagging, I would say. They didn't underperform on a larger scale, but they slightly lagged. Metals and commodity space came very strongly. Though I would say Nifty don't have the weightage on chemicals and the flooring sort of stocks, but they also started outperforming. Cement lately started outperforming. So that's the major sector when to pick up, when to bet, when to increase your portfolio on one sector which is outperforming. That is very important. In this video, I'll be discussing those how to do that. First, this is my favorite analysis, and most of the video I have seen, I've done ratio analysis in most of the video. If you remember, first Jan 2021, I have come up with the video on metal space, and I would, if you read the title, I have clearly mentioned the best sector of 2021, and that was metals. And last 7 months, they have been running like anything. We come up with small cap index also on the basis of same the ratio analysis. So let's look what the ratio analysis is all about. What I'm doing here, I'm taking instrument one, probably you can take any sector, and probably two, the instrument two where we want to compare. So say let's say I'm taking metals index over here as an instrument one, and I want to compare it with the broader benchmark indices, which is Nifty or probably Nifty 500, whatever you can take, and I will take the division of that number. Now, for an example, I've taken over here the bank Nifty to Nifty ratio. So, says just an example that bank Nifty is trading at 30,000 and Nifty is trading at 12,000. I just random number. Okay. So, if you divide 30,000 by 12,000, it's 2.5. So, when the numerator goes higher, which means that this the banking goes higher from 30,000 to 40,000, and say Nifty stays there itself at 12,000. So just take a round up number at 36,000. So if Bank Nifty goes from 30 to 36,000 and I divide by 12,000, it comes to 3, which means that my 2.5 ratio has gone to 3. It indicates that here my numerator is outperforming. In this case, my Bank Nifty is outperforming against Nifty. Let's look at example of another. Say Bank Nifty stays at around 30,000 and Nifty goes from 12,000 to 15,000. So my ratio, I take 30,000 to 50,000, the answer is 2, and my ratio from 2.5 now goes down to 2, which means that my Nifty is outperforming, the denominator is outperforming against the numerator. Okay, let's look at the sectoral indices versus benchmark indices. I have taken here auto index as an example versus Nifty. So if you look at since 2009 to 2016-17, this ratio was going higher and higher, which means that auto index is outperforming against the Nifty. 2017 to 2020, they started going down. And if you remember our first Nifty sector indices, where I've indicated that since 2017-18, auto index started underperforming and Nifty started outperforming over here. So that's the ratio, which means that it is going down. Okay. Now look at one more example on how to analyze the stock over here. Okay, so that is very, very much important. So there are two ways. Either you compare stock with its sectoral indices, or you compare stocks with its benchmark indices. Okay, so let's look at first the Maruti to Auto. What I've done is, if you look at the Maruti to Auto, it's consolidated in a line. When it broke out, which means that Maruti started outperforming against the auto index, and Maruti was the one which led between 2013 to 2017-18 the auto index. Similarly, look at Tata Motors. We have seen Tata Motors top. If you look at 2013, it started underperforming against the auto indices. So, and that's the reason Maruti led. And since 2018, we have seen a major downtrend into this auto index because of the Tata Motors, and which have seen a huge correction. So look at third left bottom chart. I have compared iShares here with Nifty. I'm not comparing iShares with Hero Auto Index. Look at the Nifty. It was the first to break out, compare outperforming the benchmark index, not the sectoral index over here. And look at the rally which we have seen. Again, Bajaj Auto to Auto Index on a weekly scale. Since 2015 to 2019, it did nothing, and that's the time you should avoid such kind of stocks into your portfolios. Though I know that fundamentally, but Bajaj Auto is one of the best performing two-wheeler space companies expanding XYZ. But here the stock is not outperforming. What will the return you make in your if you hold in your portfolio? So you need to keep that in mind. This is most important chart on your screen. Mid cap to Nifty ratio. It will clearly tell you when should you increase your portfolio into the mid caps, the allocation increase, or when you should decrease your allocation into the mid cap. Look at 2014 to 2018, mid caps were superb rally against the Nifty, and we have seen that phase very, very strong. Every stock was running like anything. 2002 to 2008, generally people say 2002 to 2006, generally say that the euphoria into the market was that point of time where mid caps were like mid caps turning to large caps, small cap turning to mid caps. Again in 2021, if you have seen my video, I have many times shown this chart of mid cap to small cap, mid cap and small cap to Nifty ratio chart, and I've created a special video on small caps to Nifty ratio chart, and that is running very, very strongly. Again, the thesis was the same. Okay, when to exit from the mid caps? When you see that the major trend line breakdown is happening, and this is again on a weekly scale. I'm taking the ratio, not on a daily scale, because I don't want to miss the slight downtick, and if there is a reversal, I don't want to miss those rallies. Small cap to mid cap, small cap to Nifty chart. Again, this was a first entry which I have shown. If you remember, in Jan or Feb, I've released the video on small cap, and that was the entry which was very, very important. Okay. Now coming on to the strength of these ratio chart and how it will will it help you? So look at the strength. It helps you to identify the outperformance sector. So the allocation is very, very important into the outperformance sector. Comparing with it help you to compare with any asset class. You can compare crude oil and gold. You can compare crude oil and Dow Jones. You can compare Nifty and Dow Jones. Any sector, any asset class. Even you can compare Bitcoin versus the Dow Jones, whatever you want. Okay, so it really helps you to identify which sector, which asset class can outperform, which sector can outperform, and which stock can outperform. So this theory can be applied in an asset class. Identifying stocks after identifying the sector is very, very important. As I said, the Bajaj Auto did the thing, even though this auto sector was outperforming, because that was led by largely by Maruti. And Maruti has a huge weightage into the auto space. The big trend reversal from underperformer to outperformer plays a key role over. As I said, mid cap, when to enter mid cap, when to exit mid cap, when to enter small cap, when to exit small cap. It really helps you out to identify those. Well, with the strength, there are some weakness. Confirmation needs time, and sometime it might happen. The live example was 2018. Yes, 2018. Mid caps corrected by around 15-20%, and then I got the confirmation of that the mid caps rally has ended. So, if you are okay with 20-25% trim from the higher level, look at this theory. This system does not define the targets, and that's the problem with most of the analyst over here or trader or investor over here. They tend to look for targets. So this theory won't help you in terms of targets, but it will definitely help you in terms of outperformer and underperformer. So just to sum up with the strength and weakness, the summary is that this theory will really help you to stay ahead of crowd. uh, Look at best asset class, look at best sector, and invest in those or increase the allocation in those sector. Allocating investment between large caps, small caps, mid caps is very, very important, because if you look at the last 2 months, Nifty had did nothing, but large mid cap and small cap are continuously hitting all time highs. Comparing within sector and or benchmark indices can really help you to generate big wealth. So you need to keep in mind that when you are into the large cap, the risk is slightly lower onto the downside, but when you are the mid cap, the in small cap, the risk of downside is very, very open. So you need to keep in mind then when to accelerate your car into the mid caps or small caps. Okay, so that's the thing into this video, and this is the last video in our proven trading strategies or setups. In case you like this series of 10 videos, share with your friends and families. Do comment on into the comment section below. How did you like this series of 10 videos on most of the technical parts on selecting the stock, riding on the stock, various oscillators which I have discussed, and the ratio chart in this video. So please do comment and do share with your fellow minded people who want to for trading or trading for living. And even if you remember, we have done a trading for living series. In case you haven't watched that, do watch that, where we cover technical aspect, risk aspect, stock selection aspect, intraday aspects, everything. Signing off, Brijesh Bhatia. Thank you.
Want to discover 3 super small cap stocks that could potentially soar sky high in the next few years? Then click here to register for my Super Small Cap Summit right away.